it's Eugenia. So first of all, before I kind of start like talking in this video, I want to warn you guys that my throat has been like a little bit sore today. It's not like too bad right now. So yeah, if my voice sounds like weird at all in this video, then I'm sorry, but yeah. So with my birthday coming up and stuff like that, because it's actually not too far away from my birthday right now, like it's really crazy. Like yesterday I realized the other day it's like almost my birthday. I was like, whoa, I didn't even realize that like it was that close, but it is. So I kind of just wanted to talk about like who I am as a person and the way I like to dress and that kind of thing. So since I've joined YouTube, I've always got like a lot of comments about a lot of stuff, and a lot of them will not always be the nicest. There's a lot of people too that are like super nice, and you guys, I appreciate you guys like more than anything. Some of them have always been kind of about like the way I dress, or people kind of wanting to change like certain things about me, or just like whatever. And I know not everyone's like comments that aren't exactly the most positive aren't always hate comments. I'm not trying to say that everyone's a hater, but just some of them can be not so nice, or some comments I think maybe aren't even meant to like not be nice, but they might still not be something like I really always agree with. So basically, like since even before I started doing YouTube, when I was in school and stuff, I would get really bullied over the way that I would look and dress. And back then, like honestly, I wouldn't even really wear much makeup at all. Like I would literally only wear like a little bit of eyeliner, like not even a lot of makeup. But people would still kind of like make a lot of negative comments about me and try to call me like emo and stuff like that, and try to say it in like a negative way and not be very nice. And I guess I've kind of always dealt with like a lot of negativity and things like that, and people sometimes not saying the nicest stuff to me. I've also kind of like, not necessarily even like mean ways, but other situations like that. Like there's been times that like I've gone to like Disney or like whatever, and I've had kind of people tell me things like, oh, like you'll get past that phase in your life. Like, you know, that's just like a phase in your life right now, like dressing like that, and kind of tried to say things in like not such a nice way. And actually, like before I even like started posting videos, for a long time I was kind of almost like afraid to even put myself out there. Like I would literally be afraid to even like post pictures of myself because of what kids in my school might think, or like whatever. And then I started homeschooling because my school experiences just got like really bad, like my freshman year of high school. So eventually I did start to homeschool, which was a lot better for me. I know maybe that's not the best thing to do for everyone, but for me that was kind of the best thing to do. Then I kind of wasn't as afraid, I guess, to like put myself out there and to make videos and to like post pictures of myself and stuff like that. Anyways, I'm kind of, I guess what I'm trying to say is been like used to being judged even before I like started doing YouTube and stuff like that. And then anyways, like, you know, I've always been told by like a lot of people, you dress too emo, or you dress too like this or that, or like whatever, and people kind of trying to like make me like dress different or be different or like whatever. Yeah, or like people telling me that I'm stuck in 2008, I shouldn't be like that, or like whatever. Because the way I look at labels, like whether you call somebody emo or goth, or you know, really like any kind of label, like I don't know, like anything, it's just kind of like, to me, I don't really even think it should be put as like such a negative thing, because it's really just like a way to describe someone's style, or that's how I look at it anyway. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Like I don't think anyone ever should be put down for like being who they are, how they dress, or their interest or anything. So sometimes I see a lot of comments from you guys too, that you guys have experienced the same stuff, or you've had people put you down for wanting to dress a certain way. Or I've also seen comments where sometimes people are kind of like afraid to do what makes them happy, or to dress in ways to make them happy, or to share interests with people that interest them and that make them happy to like. I just like really wanted to say to you guys that I just really think that you guys never should have to change who you are for other people. And I know sometimes that can be a really hard thing to realize in your life, because I've even been there sometimes where like I kind of will feel like I have to do that for other people. And I know like that can be much easier said than done, especially when you're experiencing a lot of negativity. And I just really want to let you guys know, I know how much that can affect you sometimes, with people like saying really negative things about you. And I think it's really important to remember to try to not let those people put you down. Well, even if like they do put you down, to try to like not let it get to you as much as you can, and and not let it change like the person that you are just because other people might want you to. And I know that can be really, really difficult. Like honestly, I try really hard to like not let things get to me, and I think by now, you know, like I've gone through a lot of like negative stuff, like even kind of before I joined YouTube or anything like that. And I think like because of that, I'm kind of like used to it. I try to like not let it get to me as much as I can and to focus on positive things and positive people. And I really do always appreciate positive people a lot. Like really, really appreciate you guys so much, like more than I can tell you guys. Like even though I do try to stay positive about things, there's definitely been a lot of times, even like within the last like year or two sometimes, like I don't always talk about it that much, but there definitely has been times where I felt like maybe I needed to change like certain things about myself or like other people, or do things a certain way because other people wanted me to do things a certain way, or just like whatever. I know like it can be really hard to not let your mind like go crazy and overthink things and think because other people are telling you something that you need to like change things about yourself. So I know that like sometimes like with hearing that kind of stuff, it can be much easier said than done to not let it affect you. And I think like sometimes it's just normal, is that no matter what, sometimes like no matter how hard you try to not let things get to you, sometimes like certain negative things will always kind of like affect you a little bit and can bring you down. But I think it's really important to not let it, because the thing is, like when it comes down to it, whether it's about how you dress or the way you look or things that like you're interested in, if you don't kind of do it for like yourself and like dress and enjoy and like the things that make you happy, then you'll kind of just always kind of be living for like other people, which is good, kinda, because I always do try to make other people happy. Like that's always a really big priority of mine. Sometimes like to the point where like I just kind of think about making other people happy, which I know like some people online think I'm such a bad person or like whatever, but I really never try to be a bad person. Like honestly, I always try to be like a really good person and to be kind to other people and just like to make other people happy and stuff. And that's like something that I think is important, to be kind to others. I feel like if you don't express yourselves in the way that make you happy, then you'll just kind of always be wishing that you were doing that. And I don't think that even if other people try to like put you down for that you should ever have to change yourself or anyone else, or ever have to change things that you like just because maybe like something else is kind of like trendy to like, or is like what people are telling you you're supposed to like, or like whatever. That way, you know, you're not really being who like you are. And I think it's really important to, oh, my phone almost fell, but it didn't. That's good. I think it's always really important to be who you are. And I always think that doing what makes you happy is the most important thing for you guys. Because sometimes I feel like it can be kind of hard to please people, like no matter what. Like because of the way I dress a lot, like a lot of time I like to wear kind of like emo stuff, like all this jewelry. And I like to wear a lot of black a lot of the time. And like, yeah, I like love Jack Skellington. So I have like my Jack Skellington shirt on today, and I have a lot of cool Jack stuff because Jack is amazing. He's like an emo king, you know, he's great. But sometimes like I'll see comments that people say things like, oh, like Eugenia is like overly obsessed with Jack Skellington. That is like such a problem. She should not like Jack that much. You know, you can't really change who like you are, like that's who you are and like the inside and all that. And I just like don't see a problem. Like if I love Jack Skellington or I love whatever, then I don't see like why it should matter, you know? And it's also like the things I feel like music and stuff, where sometimes people kind of like put down people for their music taste or tell them, oh, like you shouldn't be listening to that kind of music. Like sometimes people kind of like put me down or have for liking kind of like emo music. I think it's a great time though, guys, for emo music right now. Like seriously, like 21 Pilots just came back. Fall Out Boy released an album this year. Panic at the Disco released an album this year. Black Veil Brides released an album this year. And if MCR came back, then I don't know, all would just be right in the world again. But I think like regardless of like what kind of music you like no matter what it is, if you enjoy that, I just like don't ever feel like you should have to not listen to that just because other people tell you like it isn't good music. Like it's really just like with any interest, like not really even just fashion. And sometimes I will dress kind of different than this too. Like sometimes when I've kind of dressed more like kawaii style or like whatever, then you see people still complain. Then people will still tell me like, oh, like you dress like a 5 5-year-old or like whatever. I kind of feel like no matter what, like sadly, because I always do want to please people. Like I definitely am a person that kind of always wants to please people, and I don't know, maybe some of you guys have felt like that before too, like you always are wanting to please others. But no matter what, sometimes it's like no matter how hard you try, it seems like you just cannot always please everybody. So I think it is important to remember that. Like of course I think it's a really good thing to want to make other people happy and to think about other people, and that's something I'll always do. I think like also you have to remember that you can't always make everybody happy. So it is important to also, I think, like remember to not let other people like change you, and to not let other people dictate how you dress or look or what you like or anything. You know, those are like good things about yourself. Those are the things that make you who you are. And I really think that it's a really important thing for us to accept other people's differences and to not put other people down for like what they're into or for the way they look or anything like that. I think when it comes down to it, honestly, like people's differences are what makes people beautiful. And if everybody in the world was just exactly the same, and this is why like I don't ever think you guys should feel like you have to be another person. Like I don't ever feel like you guys should like look at someone else or maybe listen to what people are telling you and feel like you have to turn into that person or change certain aspects about yourself. Because the thing is, like honestly, if everybody was exactly the same, then I feel like the world would be such a boring place and the world wouldn't be like a beautiful place. Because it's like if everyone was just exactly the same, think about how boring that would be. Like there would be like no differences between anybody, and I just feel like that would not be a very exciting world. So I feel like instead of putting people down for the differences or for who they are, everybody should just kind of embrace each other and just be kind to other people and just, you know, be positive towards other people, because I feel like that would make the world such a better place. Like guys, even some things, like literally, like look, I got this amazing bag. Thank you again to Plush Egg. You guys should check out their site. They are amazing. They were kind enough to send me amazing pins. They've always been so nice to me. Like they sent me more pins recently. Look how cute these pins are, guys. And they literally sell like the cutest pins. A lot of them are like really anime-like. And that's another thing that I really love is like anime and stuff like that. And even some people put me down for liking anime. Like some people say like, oh, anime is for little kids, it's like cartoons. But people don't get it, okay? It's like if you don't watch anime, a lot of anime is not even for little kids. Like it really isn't. It's like so many different genres of anime and so many different shows, and a lot of people actually really do like anime. But I think like some people just kind of judge it without even watching it or giving it a chance. I really think people can do that when it comes to things like anime, maybe TV shows or movies or music or like whatever, is they'll just kind of judge it without even really like getting to know it at all. They also sent me this from Anime Expo. It's like a gift, which was so kind. And it's like this big Kingdom Hearts bag that I'm like obsessed with. I think it's from the Toy Story World's coming out. There's even some people that will say things like Kingdom Hearts is for little kids. And it's like, no. Kingdom Hearts is a great, magical, amazing game. There's nothing wrong with liking Disney. There's nothing wrong with liking Kingdom Hearts. There's really nothing wrong, I think, like regardless of what you guys like. I don't ever really think you should have to change it just because you're a certain age or because people think that's not something you should be into. Like if people say like, oh, that's for little kids, like chances are that they didn't even like give it a chance. So yeah. So I always really think that before people judge somebody, you should really always get to know somebody first, and don't put them down for things that don't matter, because those things in life, like labels or whatever, really are not important. They're just really things that I think make people different, and I don't ever think that that should be looked at as a bad thing, like ever. I just think if that's who you are, then you shouldn't have to change that, and you should always be allowed to like embrace who you are and to be happy with that. And I think like other people shouldn't like be negative towards other people. And that's not to say that sometimes people just making comments are always being rude. Like I've had some people tell me that like I should change my hair or like whatever, that I should kind of like get rid of my bangs and wear my hair like out of my face more, I guess. And I actually think that's really nice sometimes, like when people give suggestions or things like that, like that's totally fine. I don't ever think those people are even at all trying to be mean. They're just saying like, I guess, a way that they think my hair might look better. Which, by the way, guys, my hair is real. For you guys who say it's not real, it is, I promise. I think if anyone ever does want to change change their hair. I think that's great if it makes them happy. I think people should always do what makes them happy. Right now, I don't really think that I would change my hair because I just like my bangs like this. I just like them like that. It's like, I guess I just can't get over like the emo bangs. I just like them to be kind of swooped in my face, and I just feel like they're meant to be there. It's like when they're not like that, I feel like a different person. I feel weird. And it's like if I don't wear eyeliner, it's like some people just wear eyeshadow, and I can do my eye makeup in like different ways and stuff like that, but I feel like if I don't wear eyeliner, it's like I feel like a different person, and it's weird. And if people change their mind one day too, I always think people should be able to do that too. I just think people should be able to do kind of like whatever they want with that. So yeah, I don't know. For now, this is, I don't really plan on changing my hair, so yeah. But anyways, guys, yeah, sorry if this was kind of all over the place, but basically I just really wanted the message of this video to be that even though sometimes people might try to like put you down for like being who you are, or for like whatever that, you know, people are being mean to you about, or like whatever, that you should not have to change yourself for other people, and that you should always try to do what makes you happy and be the person that you are, because that's really, I think, something that's important. And I don't ever think you guys should be afraid to be yourselves because of like other people trying to like change you or whatever. I love you guys so much, and thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope this is maybe able to help some of you guys. If you guys liked this video, then make sure you give it a thumbs up, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want to see more videos from me, because I post pretty often. And if you subscribe, you also might want to press the bell icon, because then you should be notified whenever I post a new video if you want to see more videos from me. Also, my social media is right down there below. My Twitch is also down there, and recently I've been doing a lot of streaming on Twitch, and it's really fun. I really love getting to talk to you guys on there, getting to play games on there and stuff, and it's really fun. So if you haven't followed me on there yet, it's down there below if you want to follow. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for watching. Bye!